Good people, put your hands.
What? Oh my gosh. What's going on, guys? It's Rami with another Tech Talk. And today we're actually going to be talking about something very, very important here. Myself personally, I've been doing YouTube, I don't even know how long. Sheesh, I really got to keep up with this. I don't have big spending money to be doing all of this stuff. All the video equipment that I have, all this lights and all that, it's been investments for a while now. And it's not easy to just go ahead and buy a camera and, you know, do a video and stuff like that. I wanted to talk about YouTube on a budget, or if not, videography or cinematography or even photography on a budget. Now, a lot of people have been asking me about DSLRs and different types of cameras, and the thing is that, you know, whatever fits your budget, if you don't go broke buying a camera, then I strongly recommend, you know, eBay, Amazon, OfferUp, heck, Craigslist. Let's go even older than that. There's, I don't even know what the app, how to even pronounce the application name. Mercari, I don't know. But on there you can also find stuff and buy it for way cheaper. Now here's the thing, again, cinematography, photography, YouTube on a budget, your first thing is probably a camera. Again, this is good enough to do what you got to do. A phone with a nice camera on it. Nowadays, all the cameras on the latest iPhones and I want to say the Galaxy 7 and up, maybe even the Galaxy 6 has pretty good cameras. I don't know too much about Galaxy. Sorry, I know Samsung does good stuff. So yeah, so I recently just bought a camera. The camera that I'm currently using right now is a Sony, I always forget what this is called, Sony RX F3. This camera, my wife bought it when we were dating. Okay, so this camera that I'm using right now is actually over 6 years old, I want to say. When Sony came out with this, it was groundbreaking, remarkable, I think overlooked. Now, again, this camera that I'm using right now is a Sony RX F3. It's the beginning stages of the A6500, 6000. This camera is actually the downgrade, or what started the A600, A6000s and all that stuff up. The zoom lens on this is 18 to 55, and it has 3.5 to 5.6 on the lens itself, which is not that bad. Now this camera, when it came out, I didn't really use it. It was my wife using it, but I was intrigued on how small it was, but how good the quality was even better. This does shoot at 1080p. I don't know the size of the sensor, but it does compete with other DSLRs. It's still today about 400 bucks. I think my wife bought it for about brand new $500 to $600. And at the same time that my wife had this camera, I actually realized she had it stored away in the closet. I don't know, something got in me that said, let's just start a YouTube channel and go from there. So I started a YouTube channel with this amazing camera that was stored away for maybe a year or so. We would only bring it out for special events. I just had this stored away, and so I started using it, started making a bunch of videos, and this is where I'm at now. So I recently bought a Sony RX100. Bing! So I bought this Sony RX100, and it's the Mark III. It does have some scratches here and there. I just added these wind muffs right here, which is pretty cool. You can see that it's scratched up a little bit here and there, and I'm okay with that. I'm doing this on a budget, like seriously. I'm not gonna spend $1,000 for a camera that's brand new. I'll be alright with some of the scratches here and there, the nicks. That means it's got some wear and tear. That's fine. I'm okay with that. But the thing is that the Sony Mark III, I thought that it was pretty good versus the Mark II. And you got to do your research on cameras. That's it. Before you buy something, you have to research it, find out if it's actually good enough for you. But this one had the better sensor, or not the better sensor, but the better lens, eyepiece. Everybody talks so highly about the Mark III. So I said, all right, you know what? Let's buy the Mark III and just move along from there. But the Mark III is really good. Has the grip that pops out versus the Mark II that doesn't. But it's new for me. It's in the same family as the Sony NEX F3, so I'm still with Sony, and it's cool because when I opened it up, I started seeing a lot of familiarity. I don't know. A lot of the things that were on here, I have it already on my Sony NEX F3. The thing is, I have the NEX 3, and the NEX 3 has that lens that pops out, and I can't put this camera in my pocket. Me and my wife, when we went on our honeymoon, I had to literally use my phone to take pictures and videos of stuff. I wish I could have had a better high resolution camera or even a high def camera. At that time I had the iPhone 4S, and the iPhone 4S was really good camera. Amazingly, the iPhone 4S was actually competing with the Canon T3i. Back onto this whole thing that I'm talking about is doing this on a budget. I didn't spend $800, $500 on this. Be honest with you, I spent around $375 on this. Recently, I just had somebody talk to me about a DSLR and the quality and all that, this and that, and how they want to have good quality. And I said, you have a DSLR. A DSLR is going to have good quality. There are some differences from a DSLR to a high-end $30,000 camera, and definitely something different from this. But as long as the quality is 1080p, I think you have no problem. And if it's sharp, crisp, clear quality, you're good. You're good. Trust me, you're good. I'm gonna actually go take some B-roll with this and show you how it looks. So we're talking about it on a budget. Obviously, this doesn't have a hot shoe mount for a shotgun mic. The microphones are right here. You got left and right. And you know, it's not going to be the best quality. It actually is good quality. It picks up a lot. I've been surprised with how much the audio picks up. But the thing is, it's not going to be super crisp, clear quality. And that's okay. But if you want to go ahead and do something on a budget, you got these lavalier mics that you can actually connect to a cell phone. That will pick up amazing quality. In fact, I'm just gonna go ahead and record. That is just so that I can sync up the audio later on in post-production. That's something that you need to learn also. And right now what you're hearing is the actual audio from this lavalier mic that I bought on Amazon for I think 11 bucks, and that's it. And I'm just recording here, and in post-production when I clapped, I'm gonna sync up the audio from this camera to this microphone, and that's all you gotta do. From there on, you could tweak the EQ and do whatever you want so that it sound really good. But again, everything on a budget. You could do the same thing with this, and you're straight. But it's up to you to get creative with what you're gonna do. So this is just the tip of budgeting, cinematography and all that. This is Rami with another Tech Talk. I hope you enjoyed this. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification. And my wife just got here, so I'm gonna go say hi to her, and I'm gonna get that B-roll that I told you. I promise right now. Here we go. The ND filter on this camera is exquisite. Not a lot of people review that. I don't know why. I really don't know why.